G'day, mates! Ever heard of a place where the creatures are deadly, the deserts are vast, and the history is as wild as a kangaroo on a sugar rush? Welcome to Australia, the island continent that turned a penal colony into a paradise, well, mostly. But how did this sun-drenched land of beaches and barbecues go from a British dumping ground to the envy of the world? Let's dive into the Aussie story, cobber. Imagine this, a land ruled by kangaroos, koalas, and a whole bunch of critters you wouldn't want to meet in a dark alley. That was Australia for thousands of years before those tea-loving Brits showed up. It's a tale of survival, resilience, and enough sunshine to make you wonder how anyone gets any work done. Picture the scene. The year is 1788, and the first fleet of British ships arrives at Botany Bay. These weren't your average tourists. They were convicts, sent to the ends of the earth for crimes as petty as stealing a loaf of bread. The British saw Australia as a convenient place to offload their overcrowded prisons. Little did they know they were laying the foundations for a nation that would one day be known for its laid-back lifestyle and stunning natural beauty. The early settlers faced unimaginable hardships. The land was harsh, the climate unforgiving, and the Indigenous people were understandably not thrilled about their new neighbours. Yet through sheer grit and determination, these outcasts began to carve out a new life. They built cities, established farms, and slowly but surely the penal colony began to transform. Fast forward to the 20th century, and Australia was no longer just a distant outpost of the British Empire. It had become a vibrant, independent nation known for its unique culture and friendly people. The world began to take notice of Australia's stunning landscapes, from the Great Barrier Reef to the vast outback and its bustling cities like Sydney and Melbourne. Today, Australia is a land of contrasts. It's a place where ancient Aboriginal traditions coexist with modern-day marvels. It's a country where you can find some of the world's most dangerous animals, but also some of the friendliest people. It's a land of endless beaches, rugged mountains, and vibrant cities. The Aboriginal people, who have lived on this land for over 60,000 years, have a rich and diverse culture that is deeply connected to the land. Their art, music, and stories are an integral part of Australia's identity. Despite the challenges they have faced, their resilience and strength continue to inspire. Australians are known for their love of the outdoors, and it's no wonder why. With so much natural beauty, it's hard to stay indoors. Whether it's surfing on Bondi Beach, hiking in the Blue Mountains, or having a barbecue in the backyard, Aussies know how to make the most of their stunning surroundings. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a wild ride through time, from ancient Aboriginal traditions to modern-day marvels. Get ready to laugh, learn, and maybe even shed a tear of laughter, probably, as we uncover the true story of the land down under. From outcasts to trendsetters, Australia's journey is one of resilience, innovation, and a whole lot of sunshine. So, whether you're an Aussie yourself or just a curious traveller, there's always something new to discover in this incredible country. From its rich history to its vibrant present, Australia truly is a land like no other. So, grab your sunnies, fire up the barbie, and join us as we explore the land down under. Cheers, mate. Long before Captain Cook set foot on these shores, more on that later, the Aboriginal people were thriving in this sunburnt land. We're talking about a culture that's at least 60,000 years old, that's older than the pyramids, older than sliced bread, older than your great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. You get the idea. These clever folks adapted to Australia's harsh conditions like pros. They were masters of hunting and gathering, skilled artists and storytellers extraordinaire. Their connection to the land ran deep, like Vegemite on toast. Imagine navigating by the stars, surviving in scorching deserts, and inventing the boomerang, all without the help of Google Maps or air conditioning. These were some seriously resourceful folks. They even managed to keep their culture alive and kicking for millennia, which is more than we can say for the Backstreet Boys. No offense, guys. Fast forward a few thousand years, or a really long weekend, depending on your perspective, and the Brits decided to make an appearance. It's 1788, and Captain James Cook has just claimed this undiscovered land for the Crown. Of course, the Aboriginal people might have begged to differ, but who's keeping track? So, what do you do with a brand new continent and a whole lot of troublemakers back home? You turn it into a giant open-air prison, of course. And thus began Australia's stint as a penal colony. Shiploads of convicts were shipped off on long, arduous voyages to the other side of the world. Let's just say conditions on those convict ships weren't exactly five-star. Imagine being crammed into a floating sardine can with terrible food, questionable hygiene, and a distinct lack of personal space. It's a wonder anyone survived the trip, let alone managed to build a nation afterward. The British government had a plan, albeit a controversial one. They saw this vast, uncharted land as the perfect solution to their overcrowded prisons. Convicts, many of whom were guilty of minor crimes, were rounded up and sent off to this distant land. Families were torn apart, and many would never see their loved ones again. The journey itself was fraught with danger. Storms, disease, and the sheer length of the voyage made it a perilous undertaking. Upon arrival, the convicts were put to work. They built roads, bridges, and the very foundations of what would become modern Australia. Despite the harsh conditions, many convicts found a new sense of purpose. They farmed the land, raised livestock, and slowly began to build a new life. Interactions with the Aboriginal people were complex and often fraught with tension. The arrival of the British brought significant changes to their way of life. Over time, settlements grew into towns, and towns into cities. The penal colonies slowly transformed into a thriving society. Today, Australia is a vibrant, diverse nation. Its history as a penal colony is a testament to the resilience and determination of those early settlers. From its ancient landscapes to its modern cities, Australia's story is one of transformation and growth. And it all began with a shipload of convicts, a distant land, and a dream of a new beginning. Now fast forward to 1851, the year that would change the course of Australian history forever. Things are about to get shiny. The discovery of gold in New South Wales and Victoria sparked a frenzy that would draw people from all corners of the globe. Gold is discovered in Australia, and suddenly everyone wants a piece of the action. The news spread like wildfire, igniting dreams of wealth and prosperity. It's like a giant game of finders keepers, but with more mud, sweat, and questionable facial hair. The goldfields were a harsh and unforgiving place, but the promise of riches kept the miners going. People from all walks of life, shopkeepers, sailors, schoolteachers, dropped everything and rushed to the goldfields, hoping to strike it rich. The gold rush was a great equalizer, where social status meant little compared to the size of the gold nugget you found. Towns popped up overnight, tents transformed into pubs, and the price of a beer probably skyrocketed. These makeshift towns were a melting pot of cultures and backgrounds, each person driven by the same golden dream. It was chaotic, crowded, and a whole lot of fun, if you were lucky. The goldfields were a place of camaraderie and competition, where lifelong friendships were forged in the pursuit of fortune. The gold rush transformed Australia from a sleepy penal colony into a booming, multicultural nation. The influx of people and wealth spurred economic growth and development, laying the foundations for modern Australia. It also cemented the Aussie spirit of resilience, mateship, and a healthy obsession with striking it lucky. The gold rush era was a testament to the determination and ingenuity of those who sought to make their fortunes in the harsh Australian landscape. After all, who doesn't love a good underdog story, especially when it involves piles of gold? The legacy of the gold rush lives on in the Australian ethos, a reminder that with a bit of grit and a lot of hope, anything is possible. Today, the spirit of the gold rush continues to attract adventurers and dreamers to the land down under. Whether it's through modern mining operations or tourists trying their luck at panning for gold, the allure of striking it rich remains as strong as ever. The historical sites and preserved towns from the gold rush era serve as a testament to this transformative period in Australian history. They stand as monuments to the dreams, struggles and triumphs of those who dared to chase their golden dreams. So, whether you're a history buff, a treasure hunter, or just someone who loves a good story, the tale of Australia's gold rush is sure to captivate and inspire. After all, who knows what treasures still lie hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered? By the late 1800s, Australia was a patchwork of independent colonies, each with its own government and, let's be honest, a healthy dose of rivalry. Imagine 6 siblings sharing a house. Things were bound to get interesting, but there was a growing sense that these colonies were stronger together. So after years of meetings, debates, and probably a few too many cups of tea, the 6 colonies decided to put their differences aside, mostly, and join forces. On January 1st, 1901, Australia officially became a federation, one nation, united under a single flag. It was a momentous occasion marked by parades, celebrations, and probably a few sore heads the next day. And just like that, Australia as we know it was born. From a nation built by convicts, It has transformed into a modern, multicultural society. It's a place where people from all over the world come to enjoy the beaches, the barbecues, and the laid-back lifestyle. Sure, there are still challenges to face, like the occasional venomous spider or the scorching summer heat. But through it all, Australians have maintained their sense of humour, their love of a good time, and their unwavering belief in a fair go for all. Today, Australia stands as a testament to resilience, ingenuity, and the power of a good tan. It's a nation with a unique history, a vibrant culture, and a whole lot of heart. From ancient Aboriginal traditions to modern-day marvels, it's a story that's as captivating as it is improbable. But the adventure doesn't have to end here. There's so much more to discover about this sun-drenched land down under. So grab a history book, or just Google it, and delve deeper into the fascinating world of Australia. And hey, if you enjoyed this little jaunt through time, why not like, share and subscribe for more historical shenanigans? We've got stories for days, mate.